Yes, sir! What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Denali, and we're back out here with another request video, man. As always, if you guys have any requests, drop them down in the comment section. Man, this thing is loud. Hopefully you guys can hear me over this thing, man. Yeah, we're definitely going to try our best to get to them. But for today's video, man, we have a request coming from a couple of our viewers on YouTube, man. Support your local forensics. 5 stars, Cam TV Gaming, Dominic W, and Pontus Grieve all want to see a Crown Victoria drift missile, man. I can't lie, I'm a big fan of the Crown Victoria in this game. We've had great success with them on the channel. And I'm also a big fan of drift missiles, so the two of them together is like a winning combination, man. So that's the reason that I decided to go with this one today. Now, before we get started, we are going to be having an auction later on this week. So if you guys want to get down with that, definitely type hashtag auction down in the comment section, and we'll probably have that Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday, but definitely watch out for that a little later on in the week. I don't want to give away the exact date because, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to be doing that, but definitely stick around, keep it locked to find out when that's going down. But for today's video, man, we got to go ahead and buy up one of these Crown Victorias, $25,000. One of the cheaper vehicles in the game that we have bought. For some reason in my head, I had a funny feeling these things at one point were $5,000, but I guess the price of Crown Vics has gone up, man. Now, basically, what I'm going to do is start out, obviously, with a manufacturer color here. I'm just going to go ahead and pick this red color, like we're some undercover up in this biatch. I'm going to go ahead, buy this car up, 25,000 credits. And I think the only logical thing to do after that is, jump into the upgrade section and get started with this build. Now, because this is going to be a drift missile, we are definitely going to need an engine swap. Now, our options here, 4.6 liter, the stock powertrain here, or a 5.8 liter V8. I think we're going to go with the 5.8 in this case, just because we're going to need a whole lot of power here. We're going to stick with the rear wheel drive drivetrain here. And for the aspiration, I'm going to mess around and throw on a twin turbo. Now, down low, losing a lot of torque, but I think up high, it's definitely going to be a little bit more fun once we get out there drifting. Now, as far as the front bumper goes, we got this big push bar here. Not really feeling that. I don't know. Am I feeling the canard? Yeah, let's go with the canards and lip, man. Don't think I have yet on any of our builds here. And since this is going to be a drift missile, man, dare I put on a wing? I don't know, man. I was thinking a wing would be appropriate, but we'll see. It might be a little too goofy here. We're gonna put it on just for the starts, man. None of those cop accessories here. Now, as far as the tires and the wheels go, a lot of people get messed up when I make a drift build and I put a race tire compound on here, but I like grip, man. We're gonna upgrade the width of the front tires, leave the rears the way that they are. Now, these wheels have definitely got to go. This thing looks too much like the Popo, man. So we're going to go ahead, search up a different style of wheel here, and I'm going to let you guys know when I find something that I like. Now, I know there's probably going to be a lot of haters that are typing crazy at their screen because I got that wing on this car, man, but I'm going to bring it together. I'm going to try to bring it together, man. We're going to try to work this out here. First things first, upgrading the wheels to a 19-inch wheel. Just give it a little bit more of an aggressive stance. Obviously, with the cop wheels on here, this thing's going to look goofy with a wing, man. But I think we might be able to bring it together with a paint job and all that good stuff. Race clutch going in most definitely. Race transmission for sure. That stock transmission is not going to be able to put up with what we're going to throw at it here. Brakes, let's go ahead and upgrade those brakes. Big old brake kit all around. Now, the suspension, this is where I think things are really going to come together, is once we lower this thing, it's going to look like an absolute monster. Anti-roll bars, these are heavy cars typically out of the box. We're going to go ahead and put on some anti-roll bars. Roll cage, obviously, because this thing's going to be a drift missile, and some weight reduction. all around. Now, I don't know about this wing here, folks. We might have to go back to the drawing board with this one. But for the time being, we're just gonna keep it moving with a few simple upgrades to help this thing slide just a little bit more. Camshafts, and we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the twin turbos, man. Now, I'm happy with the way things are tuned here, but I'm not happy with the way this thing looks. So let's go ahead and buy up these credits. Jump into the tuning here. Now, the alignment, everything's looking pretty good there. We're going to have to drop this thing all the way to the ground. Stiffen up the suspension. Since this is going to be a, quote, drift missile, I want to have typically a more rigid suspension than, let's say, a street car or a cop car like we have here. Dampening, bump stiffness, anti-roll. Let's go ahead and mess around. Adjust this just a little bit as well, because Lord knows these things are heavy. Big old cars. And let's go ahead. Acceleration, deacceleration. And I think that's pretty good right there. Now, last but not least, the designs and the paints. Now, with this maroon color we got going on here, I think we can do a little bit better. Now, typically, right out of the gate, I wanted to mess around and do this thing up white, but I do kind of like the little charcoal grays we got going on here. This is going to be a drift missile, but I don't know, for some reason, man, I want to see a white Crown Victoria today. So that's what we're going to do. Now, carbon fibering the hood. Would that look good on this thing? Let's see. Not really digging that. The wing, I do want to see painted all black if we decide to keep it. Wheels blacked out. Tints all blacked out. Now, yeah, I think that's looking a little bit better here. I don't know, man. For some reason, that wing just does not look good on a Crown Victoria. We might have to mess around and take that thing off. Not before we go ahead and apply a couple of decals here. Now, the only thing that I want to do is throw on some manufacturer decals. Just pretend like we got a couple of sponsors up in here, man. So, Recaro, I think they'd probably be jumping on board of this drift cop car, man. So, let's go ahead and install one of their stickers. Actually, I'm going to install a couple different stickers. Get back to you guys when that's done, man. And aside from a couple sponsors, and messed around and put a little sticker bomb on there. So now that that is all out of the way, we're going to save that to the current car. And I can't even lie, man. While I was putting that sticker bomb on there, that wing, not doing it for me. So we're going to go ahead, remove the rear wing here for all you guys screaming at your computer screen. Keep it subtle, install that setup, and I'm happy with the way things look now. So now that we got that all out of the way, let's go ahead, take this thing on the road, see what it's all about. Now this thing looking really dope, really rugged with that sticker bomb on there. Sounds pretty nice. Has a nice sound to it. Oh, she drifts, ladies and gentlemen. So now bear in mind, this is the drift missile, but we can definitely tell there's a whole lot of weight to this thing going around that corner. Wow, man. That back end just wants to swing out. Lots of turbo lag, but once the turbo kicks in, she is just spinning. Now, it's a shame that the weight reduction didn't make this thing just a little bit lighter, because the back end is heavy, man. Second gear, back down to first, banking her off that rev limiter. Even with the camshafts, man, still not enough revs in this thing. Ooh, taking her wide there. What? This thing is a monster, man. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, when we do the auction, this one's going to be up for sale. So you guys better stay tuned for that auction if you want this thing, man. What? I'm gonna just empty out the fleet, to be honest, because I have a whole lot of cars I'm never gonna drive again, and I'd rather see you guys out there enjoying them. Actual creations from your boy. Wow, man. That second gear is definitely where it's at for sure. Whoa. Now I'm noticing a lot more grip up front than there is in the back. The front end actually doesn't have that hard of a problem keeping the car in a, you know, where you want it to go anyways. Just that back end wants to slide out a lot. Okay, coming into a big roundabout. Actually, to be honest, this thing is one of the nicer drift builds that I've done in the past because it has a lot of power. It's got enough weight to keep it sideways and enough power to keep the wheels spinning. Like, dude, I've never been able to drift this roundabout, man. See if we can keep it going. Third gear. Matted. No, feather, feather, feather. Oh, this guy thought he was getting off. All right, let's keep her in second. Oh, she's going around, folks. Oh! Yeah, this thing is nice, man. Let's get a little interior shot. Obviously, that automatic, that auto life. Whoa, careful, brah. Leveled up, man. Let's see what we... Oh, skill. No, I wanted to level up. All right, I guess we're not doing a wheel spin here. Yeah, this thing's a beast, man. Definitely taking your average Crown Vic. I mean, and I'm glad that we kept the white scheme because typically, let's say you're going to buy an old school Crown Victoria. It's going to be an ex-cop car, you know. And if you're going to do like a little drift build like we did here, I think, you know, keeping it white, the stock color. Can you guys get out of the way? I'm trying to back into a parking spot here, boss. Bruh, get out the way. Yeah, for a budget drift build to get an old school Crown Victoria, put a nice muffler on it, and just drift the hell out of it, I'd say this is a pretty decent build here, man. So as always, I'm thinking we're probably going to put an end to this one. I don't even know. We got a little carried away. Looking at about 21 minutes unedited, but I did take a little bit of time to do our little sticker bomb there. It's probably not going to be too long of a video for you guys, but I feel like I've been talking forever, man. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to put an end to this one. So as always, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more, definitely let me know your requests down in the comments section. If you guys want to get in on some auctions, definitely stay tuned later on this week. I'll let you guys know the details as of when that's going down, man. So as always, I'm your boy D-Nolly, a.k.a. Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the racer or anything.